Well, hey folks, hi to hello. Lester here, and I am I am being joined by Lynn, Regina Lynn, and just don't worry about that guy. That right there is me in a cutout form. But that's not why we're here. We're not here for that guy. Actually, I should probably just move that guy. I'm gonna also try to bring you all a little bit closer because I feel like we're so far away. This here is actually the man of the hour, if that makes any sense to you. And what I'm gonna try to do is see if I can extend my tripod, and I can't. That's about what we're gonna get right there. And that's probably okay. So, hi to hello, friends, hi to hello. Thank you guys for joining me on a Tuesday night. And as promised, I'm coming live tonight, not to show you the animals. Do y'all mind? Could I get your attention over here, please? Could I get your attention over here? Why? As promised, I will not be bringing you a live video of any animals tonight, unless you consider the Chinaman in here an animal, and he very well could be. We have no idea. But all we know is that last night, yesterday, we discovered we had a package. And when we went to look at the packaging, we discovered the title here. The address says, to Regina Lynn, which is her. From Regina Lynn, which is also her. Now, you guys know that poor Eugene, God rest his soul, poor Eugene sent off for her to give him some company. During the week of bliss, I ended up needing to borrow Eugene for another job that he's on right now, actually. He's on another job right now. And so while Eugene's away, Gina Lynn has decided to play. And tonight we're going to reveal together what kind of man Regina Lynn has ordered for herself. Now, I'm having a little bit of a hard time keeping you focused on me. So what I'm going to do is probably put you right back up where you came from. And that means you're a little bit further away than what we would like you to be. And I can't read a darn comment. But that's okay. It's not about reading comments tonight. It's more about tearing into that box and putting a couple of things together and then coming out and discovering who she in fact ordered for herself. Now, we have to remember that we do have YouTube guidelines that I have to follow. And so there will be no body parts being revealed purposely in this video, even though this package that comes from China, it's plain as day right there, it does say that inside is a plastic male model. So, in saying so, you never really know exactly what you're going to get when someone orders themselves a male model. I personally have no experience in those areas. I do have a particular nephew, I will not say any names, who is, I don't want to say guilty because I don't really think it's guilt necessarily, but how do I say this? There's 3 things that has been discovered around his home that he had to discard of once he got married last year. I'm not saying any names, but should I just tell y'all? I probably shouldn't. But one thing, I'm not even going to talk about it. Okay, fine. It's called a slab of ass. I said it. Sorry. Don't mean to offend nobody. A slab of ass. Yeah, you heard me right. And, but that thing is no more. I'm not saying I know where it's at, but I know that it can no longer be in his home. And then he had something. Yes, it was the pocket. You already know. Anyone who knows your stuff knows about the little pocket, the pocket one. And of course, there's always been the blow-up dolls, but they don't last but 2 or 3 times. So who even knows about those? Anyway, with no further ado, we're going to get ourselves a knife or a box cutter and get right into this male model. Now, what I'm going to have to do, remember, I did not say any names, and I refuse to ever throw any of my nephews under the bus like that. I will, yes, someone knows about the pocket P. We'll just say the P word, the pocket P word, to keep it friendly and to save some room for Jesus. But I will never throw any of my nephews under the bus. That's why I do not say any names. So you did not hear it from me, okay? Just saying. So, all right, well, with no further ado, let's not waste any time. Let's not beat around the bush, shall we? Let's just not beat around the bush. Let's get right into it. Okay, so I'm going to pull this back over to here where you can see. Is everyone able to focus on me and not look at this and not look at this? That's going to be very important. And I'm also going to run to my bedroom real fast and grab some clothes because this thing is probably not going to come out already dressed. Someone says, Jake, he's not talking about you. Well, duh. I didn't say any names. Why does you think? So I will just ask this question. And I'll just a simple poll question. And it's based on no facts whatsoever. But if I did have a nephew who might have been guilty of purchasing 3 adult novelty items, one being the pocket P, you know what I mean, and then when that no longer worked, I'm going to say they had to upgrade to the slab. I'm so sorry they call it that. The slab of ass. I don't know where they come up with these names. A lot of creators of these things are not real creative at all. And then once the slab of ass, that's hard to say it. Say that 3 times, y'all. I dare you. Say it 3 times. Slab of ass. 3 times fast. Yeah. And then once that no longer worked, he had to move up to the blow-up dolls. But like I said, those don't last more than once or twice. And so, anyway. But not that I would know anything about any of those things. But hey, let's go ahead and get started here, shall we? I'm going to run grab me a box cutter and an outfit right quick, okay? I'll be right back. All right. I'm back. I am back. And what I brought was everything that we're going to need to make this fella look very attractive. Let's start from the bottom and go up. Every man needs a good pair of these Hoka tennis shoes. Hoka tennis shoes. I'm not a sponsor, but these were a gift. and they were supposed to make my knees feel wonderful. I can't say that my knees feel any better today than they did before I wore these. I've been made fun of. There have been lots of people looking at me kind of odd, but Hoka, alrighty? So we will start at the bottom with these Hoka tennis shoes. As we work our way up, we're gonna go ahead and define him, make him look like a real working man. And everyone knows that a real working man needs himself a nice knee brace. You gotta have a nice knee brace. That's important because most people that work for a living have something sore, like a knee. As we move up a little bit further, we're gonna go ahead and go straight up with the pair of swimming shorts that, as you guys know, as times change and evolve, no longer are swimming shorts just made for swimming. As a matter of fact, swimming shorts, because of that pull string, can be used anytime and pretty much year-round here in Texas, like year-round. Last but not least, we will go with an I'm a Survivor Sanctuary t-shirt, Plum Grove, Texas. Now, I will also need something for his head because real men like to, you know, go all out. So we'll probably just, oh, I have a perfect thing for him. We will go with, yes. All right, we have ourselves our flat cap because every lady seems to really dig a man in a flat cap. Am I right, ladies? Am I right? Am I right? No one's saying anything. Thank you to the one lady who said yes. Okay, fine. For you, sweet lady, I will keep it on. For you, I shall wear the flat cap. Just for you who said yes. And for y'all who are saying no, well, too bad, too sad. Okay, with no further ado, we will get right into this. But first, I'm going to need you all to do one favor. Go hit that like button. I'll wait. Here's how you do it on your TV. You take your remote, you press that up button, and you go up one time, and you see a thumb. You click that over sideways button, and you jump over to that thumb. Then you press that enter button right there. And guess what? You can like a video even while you watch it on TV. Now, if you're on your phone, it's even easier. You see all them comments flying by? And there's a little bitty X. Hit that X one time. And guess what? All the comments disappear. But what you can see is the like button. Hit it. Because here's what's going to happen if you don't. Videos like this are going to die and go away. Not because I'm going to leave you. You're stuck with me forever. But YouTube will leave me. I know. It does happen, y'all. It does happen. The one way to guarantee that YouTube continues to bring you our kind of content, be it animals or Chinaman models, is to click them like buttons every chance you get. Are y'all ready to get started? Are you ready to get started? Okay. With no further ado, let's go ahead and cut into this box. I will be very gentle. And it looks like, from the looks of things, oh boy, here is the part that you all want to see the most. I know how you are because you're ladies. There are half of you guys want to see this part here so darn bad. Let's be honest. Are there more people who want to see what's inside this box because you know what it's going to be, don't you? You know what's in this box, don't you? And you want to see this so darn bad. But there's others of you who don't really care as much about this, But you want to see them six-pack abs. Let me see them abs. You just want to see them ripples right down his abs. Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. And then there's an occasional weirdo here and there. There's an occasional weirdo here and there who's going to want to like, hey, Lester, turn him around. Let's check out the backside. And, yeah, weirdos. Such weirdos. So, I will not give in to the masses. I will not rush through this. I'm taking my sweet time. You are more than welcome to leave and go watch something funner and gooder. Or you can stick around, okay? But I will not give in to the masses of the people who are stomping their feet and raising their fist and pulling out their purple hair. I'm not going to do it. Even if you take your like away, I'm still not going to give in to you. Okay, so I'm going to hold off on this for a little bit. I'll just set this right there. Okay, let's go ahead and pull out the torso. Are y'all ready for the torso? Let's go ahead and pull out the torso. Here we go. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy. Well, okay. Okay. Probably not exactly the abs you would have preferred. Now, I don't know for you, to each his own. Personally, I would love to have abs like this. I would love to have these kind of abs. Again, I used to. Most of us men did. But unfortunately, at some point, we become men. And men don't always hold on to that right over there. But for all of you women who've been dying to see this part here, you've seen it. And here you go. Take your hands right here, ladies. Just take your hands and do this. Just like, do your hands the way y'all like do like cats. Like, oh my God. How many of y'all are doing this in your mind? How many of y'all just have this kind of an imagination? You're like going like this over here. Some of y'all are doing that? Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Save room for Jesus, ladies. Save some room for Jesus. Y'all do notice something, right? For as many people who are very upset with me, who are screaming, the numbers are still growing of the people who are watching. So I feel like there's a lot of Gigi's here, my mom. My mom will tell us what we should do. You should turn away from evil, and yet they're the same ones sitting there watching the whole movie. So many of y'all are saying, Lester, turn away from evil. This is horrible. You're a horrible man for doing this, yet you're still watching. So just saying, remember, you're the one still watching. I warned you all yesterday about this video, yes? Okay. All right, here we go. Here we go. One more time. Okay. Let's go ahead and get to the next section here. I will just set this over here. Right there. All right. Okay. Next up, we have one leg. Here's one leg. There's the thigh. There's the calf. Sorry to let you all down, ladies, but I promise you, for all of y'all who make fun of my legs, I got better legs than this guy. I can promise you that I do. These are some bird legs. Sorry to let you all down. But, and then we can pull out the arms. Oh, I am not impressed. I am not impressed, not one bit. This looks like it might be one of those doper rock stars. You know those guys in rock bands? They're all dopers and they're all skinny. It seems like almost all dopers are skinny. Am I right or am I right? Almost all dopers are skinny. So this is probably a rock star doper. I'm just saying. Okay, let's continue on. Here we have the other arm. Just as skinny. Just as skinny. Now, there might be some folks out there that like the skinny type, and there's nothing wrong with that. To each his own. To each his own. Okay, now at this point, things are going to get a little bit hairy. Not like that. Not like that. Let me rephrase this. At this point, things are going to get a little bit, not hairy, a little bit difficult. because this is the part I have to be very careful about. Up until now, I don't think I've done anything to upset the powers that be, those who employ me. Ho, 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 ho. Okay, okay, and that's fine. I'm trying as hard as I can to make sure I follow all community guidelines, remembering that I am an adult channel. My settings are set for 18 and older. So anyone who's in the comments saying, my kids like to watch your channel, Lester, my kids watch this show. Well, your kids could go watch Longhorn Lester Kids and they wouldn't have anything to worry about. Okay, there's only one last thing that I need, and it's this. This is a part. Oh no, there's a problem. There should be a screw right there, and there's not. The screw that goes right there is not here, and this really could be a problem, because without that screw, it's not going to stick on the base, which means it's not going to stand up unless I can find some duct tape and a way to improvise. Okay. All right, so the contents of the box have been emptied out. Now I have to put this thing together, okay? Now, like I said, there should be a screw right here. I'm going to hope that that screw might be in the box. Remember, I shall not be revealing the contents of the entire box until later in the program. You guys, oh my gosh. Oh, okay, so the screw is not here. So we will have a bit of an issue. We're going to have a bit of an issue. I can tell you that right now. But it's okay. It's okay. I will just have to hold, I'll just have to hold the fella up. Or I can lean him against something. All right, so what I'm going to go ahead and do first is take his upper body and put on his shirt. I will stick on his shirt because it's hard to put the shirt on whenever his arms are already attached. So you guys just bear with me for a moment. There we go. Okay. I could have probably used a whole lot smaller shirt because this is my size, which is an extra large. But that's not too shabby right there. That's not too bad. Now, I do believe if I can go ahead and attach his bottom half, this shirt might be long enough to cover him. Hopefully this shirt will be long enough to cover him where none of y'all are going to be staring at the bulge. I hope not, anyway. So what I have to do is align. I have to line up a couple of things. I'm going to turn them around backwards where y'all can't see the bulge. I don't mind if y'all look at the back. Okay. Now push in there. He's not pushing in. Let me take this shirt back off for a moment. Or I'll just do that right there. Because what I have to do, oh, so it makes it where you stick it in and then you have to twist. So you got to stick it in and then twist it around. Come on. Stick it in there. All right. We have stuck it in and we have twisted. Okay. Now, let's get the shirt back on. Oh, Lordy. Guys, just give me a moment here. The shirt has gotten turned all inside out. There we go. Here we go. All right. Okay. Let's get the other leg. How about we get the other leg on this guy? I don't think you can see the bulge. I think that we're good as far as that goes. Remember, I will be doing the face last, because if any of y'all are going to want to take this guy and, like, you know how girls always do that thing that we always talk about. Y'all are going to look at him and go, you're going to make your eyes blink real fast and do that thing. We're not going to allow that right now. We'll have to do that towards the end. Everyone can just save it up. Just save it up, ladies. You got to save it up. Just hold on a minute. Okay, so we're going arms. I'm going to pull this sleeve up to where I can see. And then I'm going to stick this arm. Now remember, Eugene had the kind of arms that only went either up or down. You didn't have a lot of options with Eugene. And that might have been one of the biggest problems for him and Gina, is that she might have rather have a man that was able to move his arms in different places. There are some girls. Okay, so this guy's arms actually stick out. Okay, well, to each his own. To each his own for those who like a man. He's the kind of guy that's going to reach out, grab onto you, and pull you in. How many ladies like a man to reach out, gently, right behind the head, and then pull you close? He's going to pull you close. All right? He's that kind of a guy, ladies. He's that kind of a guy. Now, I can also twist his arm down, but if I do, it pops off. So we're going to have to go ahead and allow him. See, that's what I was afraid of. This is going to be one of those kind that you're going to be forced to let him pose however he wants to. And as we can all see, he's preferring to put that arm out towards you, which there are some people that really like that. Most of y'all can remember the first time your man pulled you in for a kiss. Can y'all remember, ladies? First time he reached out and pulled you in for a kiss? Well, I'm not sweating for any other reason besides the fact that it's hot in here. That is why I'm sweating. That is the only reason why I'm sweating. There's no any other reason to sweat besides the fact that it's hot. Just go in there, dude. Guys, this right here, this is what I'm working with, that little nub. I'm working with that little nub right there. And if that nub does not fit perfect, then it's not going to stick. And then I got to find, now see, this shirt's really getting in my way now. I actually wouldn't mind just cutting the sleeves off of this one. There we go. Okay. All right. There's one. Whoo-wee. Okay. Guys, I am not wearing glasses, so I am unable to see anything that you're typing. All right. Do not lose that arm. Do not lose that other arm, whatever you do. Okay. Hold on. So what you got to do, all of a sudden, I looked up and saw myself in the mirror. Not the mirror, but the reflection on the phone, the image, and I just thought to myself how horrible this probably appears. Come on, buddy. There we go. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're looking good. We got his arms. This is going to be a big dude. Listen, If I stand 6'2", his neck is already almost to my head. This guy's gonna stand 6'4". If y'all like your men who are tall, guess what? He might be the man for you. All right, let's go ahead and get that other leg stuck on, shall we? All right, this is gonna be a little bit difficult. We don't want to lose, we don't want to lose what we got. Don't look. Oh, there goes an arm. There goes an arm. We've lost an arm. There goes the other arm. We've lost both arms. And we lost our shirt. All of that work for nothing because we've lost it all. We've lost his arms, friends. We've lost his arms. Gosh darn it. That took a lot of time just to lose both of his arms. All right, so this over here has to go on and then twist. What I'm trying to do is line everything up and then twist it around. If anyone has ever worked at like Macy's or anywhere where they do mannequins, that's backwards. You might have more experience at this kind of stuff. Tell you what I should have done. I should have called my nephew Jake over here. Whoops, did I say that? I didn't mean that, Jake. I should have called somebody for help. Someone that knows about stuff like this. Twist in there. Ah! I've almost got it. There we go. All right. Woo! Okay. Friends, that part is done. Now, we can turn this fella back over. His legs, his legs are attached. Now remember, let's go ahead and put this shirt back on, and that will cover all of the no-nos. My God, it's hot in here. I have got to just take that off. All right, let's see if we get these arms on there again. I am sweating up a storm. I am sweating up a storm. Okay, there. Okay, so now that I know what I'm doing, it's a little bit easier now that I've learned how to do it. Most people could attest to that. It's a little bit harder the first time, but once you've done it a couple of times, boy, you become an old pro. There. Now slide into the groove. Get into the groove, boy. You gotta prove your love to me. Oh. All right. Okay. We will lean him right here for a moment. Look how tall he is. He is really tall. Just think about whenever I put these hocus shoes on him. Boy, he is really going to be up there. And since we don't have all the parts to the base, he might actually need... Look at them bony legs, though. legs. Tell me y'all think that he's too bony. Yeah. Now we got it going. If that arm falls off again, dude, I swear, if that arm falls off again, you're not getting an arm. Okay. Now, let's get this last strap right here and get that strapped on. There you go. It's hot. Look at me. Oh. Okay. Shorts. I forgot that swim shorts have that little inner lining, so that might make it a little bit easier for him, harder for me. That lining makes it really hard. No, my God. There went an arm. Oh. This is... Okay. These arms, guys, I don't know exactly how they expect somebody to dress these things. Stay right there. That's her arm. That was her arm that just came off. That was, oh my God, that was her arm. His arms are fine. That was her arm done come off of there. All right, there we go. Let's tuck his shirt in to make him look like a real gentleman. We'll make him look like he's 60 or older. All right. Dude, you're looking pretty sharp, if I could say so myself. And trust me, I know fashion. Guys, trust me, one thing about me is that I know fashion. Anyone who knows me knows that I know fashion. There we go. Whew. Okay. We're getting it. This may be... Okay. No! There went one of his arms. Boy, these arms. Good thing I'm not sponsoring this company, because I would have a real issue with the arms. Okay. Okay. We're looking pretty good. So what I'm noticing is her arms and his arms, even though they're both from the same company, they're made very different. Sorry, sweetie. Look how easy hers went on compared to how hard his were. Okay. Boy, this is a tall dude. This is a really tall dude. Okay. All right, friends. I have some bad news for you all. I don't think his head's going to fit in here. Look, I think his head's going to be too tall. I'm holding his head in my hands. Oh my God, y'all are gonna love this guy. I have a feeling that y'all are gonna love this guy. I do really. I think y'all are gonna love this guy. Hold on. Woo-wee! Woo-wee! Look at that. Look at this guy. How many of you ladies are thinking, woo? Go ahead, girls. Do that thing that y'all do. All ladies, lean in and do your eyes. Girls, just do it. Just do it already. Stop. There you go. All right, ladies. Eat your hearts out. Now, last thing we have to do is give this fella a name. I'm going to tell you right now, he stands at 6'4". He has a very cut jawline. Look at that. Very smooth and cut. And hey, ladies, everyone do me a favor. Could you do me a quick favor? Give him a score. First of all, let's just do this. Hot or not? Real simple. Hot or not? That's all I want to know. Hot or not? I'm looking for hot or I'm looking for not. Well, okay. Okay, so now I'm going to ask you to go ahead and give us a score between 1 and 10. If you were the judge at a male modeling show, what would you score him? What would you score this guy between 1 and 10? We need to know what you would score him. I see some 5s and some 4s. There's a few 7s. I'm really surprised that there's not many people scoring him higher. Wow, okay. So I'm going to have to ask you this question. There are actually some that are scoring him in the negatives. Is it the skinny legs? Is it his skinny legs and his skinny arms? His rocker body. So it might be the rocker body is what I'm guessing. You guys have come to love guys with a little meat on their bones, and there's nothing wrong with that. Now, how about if he puts his arm out towards you like this? Does that change your mind at all? Does that do anything for you right there whatsoever? Oh boy, that was a mistake. Should not have done that. No, that does nothing. Okay, then I have to find out, would you rather have you-know-who back? Would you rather have you-know-who back? I hate to ask because we already know he's serving us a purpose right now. Well, I don't know. It sounds as though many of you guys are pretty picky when it comes to your men. So what I'm going to attempt to do is go over and put this into his leg so as we can keep him in an upright position. It may not work, or it might. Got it. So without having that base on here, all I can hope is that my hookah shoes hold him and support him up. And they might not. All right, let's carry him over. That did not stay. Ah! Dude. What are you... How's he looking over there? How did he turn his head? How did he just turn his head and face that way? Did anyone know how he just turned his head to face that direction? Because I had him facing forward. I'm not a fan. Not a fan at all. Stop doing that. Okay. Well, this might not work for us. There we go. Ouch. Okay. Without the base, he is not going to stay on his own. Well, there. Okay. Okay. There you have it. Friends, there you have it. I hope that this was worth your time and your energy. Gina Lynn, we have to give this guy a name. Is there anybody who wants to start throwing out name suggestions? Anybody want to start throwing out name suggestions? Let's go ahead and start down and work ourselves up. All right, here we go. Yes. Yes. All right. Oh boy, look at that. Look at that. Bryce. Do y'all like Bryce? Dave? Wilbert? Look at all of the names. Look at all of the names. Guys, I don't know. That will have to be something that we'll have to come up with. Grant, how do you guys like Grant? Gina and Grant. Regina and Grant. Gina Lynn and Grant. Y'all like Grant? I don't know anyone named Grant. Does anyone like the name Grant? There's a lot of names. Brad? All right, so it's between Brad or Grant so far. Graham. So now I have a Graham. Graham, Grant, or Brad. I see a lot of people saying Grant. There are a lot of people who are saying Grant. We're not going to name him Ken because he's not Ken. Adam. Someone said Adam. I'm okay with Adam. Do y'all want to name him after someone in the news, someone special, a comedian? Hey, I have an idea. Lisa. Lisa Calvert. Lisa Calvert. you were very kind and very generous. And if Lisa Calvert, can anyone see if Lisa Calvert would like to give him a name? Everyone watch for Lisa Calvert. Lisa Calvert, we're going to go with you. You are very sweet to us. And I think that it's only right that we let Lisa Calvert. So you guys look at the comments and try to find out what Lisa Calvert comes up with. And Lisa, if you want to, you can put that comment in your very own message. People will find it. We have a lot of people who are really great detective types over here. So Lisa Calvert, if you would like to name this fella, then by all means. So why is everyone saying George? Is it true that Lisa has named him George? Everyone is saying that Lisa says George. George? Lisa, are you sure you want to name him George? I'm fine with that. If Lisa says George, then George it is. Lisa, you're very kind. All right, friends. Well, there you have it. Gina, or Regina Lynn, and George, named after a sweet lady named Lisa. All right, Lisa, I'm just dying to know, is that your husband's name? I wonder if her husband's name is George. All right, well, here you go, friends. This is what you've been waiting for, and I hope that you're happy. I hope that you're happy. I'm just going to sit here on this chair for a bit. Gina and George. There you have it. You know what's funny? I'll tell you also what's funny, and then I'll let you go, I promise. Jamie can make herself a video and pull out all kinds of emotions, and she gets you guys oohing and awing, and she gets you all in the feels, and then I can follow that up with the mannequin decorating, naming. We name mannequins over here, y'all. We name mannequins. All right, well, I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you to Gina and George for making this live possible. And everything else in this room, just ignore it. The focus, obviously, is them two right there. Thank you guys for watching and hanging out with me tonight. I am blessed to have you. Boy George. Oh, can we call him Boy George? Can we call him Boy George? That would be fun. Can we just call him Boy George? Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, I know, I got the shakes. This is funny. Okay, friends, thank you all for watching. We are so very blessed to have you. It was a pleasure hanging out with you guys tonight. Thank you so much, everybody. And what we're going to do is see you guys tomorrow morning, 7:15. We'll go out and feed the horses and do all of our chores. And I'll show y'all what I did today. I come over and did some mowing today. I'll show you what I did. And I look forward to coffee with you guys in the morning for those who want to join. And of course, that will be over on the I'm a Survivor Sanctuary channel. Okay? All right. Well, from Regina and from Boy George, I am your boy Lester, and we will catch you guys on the next video. Boy, thank y'all for watching. Good night.